As we come to this table of love, let us come with a spirit of joy. Joy in our heart that we are loved, that we are a beloved child of a loving Father, Mother God, who has called you and me by name to celebrate that birthright that we are loved. And I would like us to light our candle especially for peace in Syria, in Egypt and Afghanistan. And we also light this light for the spirit of peace within your heart and mine. In the name of our beloved Father, Mother, God Supreme, who creates life, in the name of the risen cosmic Christ, who loves life, in the name of the Spirit, who is the fire of life, in the name of Gaia, our beloved Earth Mother, who is and nurtures the divine in all life. In the name of, all faith traditions and none, they are the sons and daughters of the Father, Mother, God Supreme, our brothers and sisters, members of the mystical body of Christ. And in the name of spiritual diversity, I welcome you to this table of love on behalf of my brothers and sisters, interfaith Franciscans who embrace all faiths. So let us now be still and let us come. Let us come as equals to this table, because in the eyes of our Father, Mother, God, there are no favorites. We are all loved equally, with the same love that He loved His Son, with the same love that He loves the Prophet Muhammad, praise be His name, with the same love He loves Sri Chimoy, Gandhi, Francis of Assisi, Therese of Lisieux, the Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna. We are loved with the same love. So let us come now. Let us be still. And let us embrace all that we are as a child of God.
Peace be with you, oh my dear ones. Peace be with you, precious child. Peace be with you, oh my dear one. Peace be with you, precious child. Angels hover all about you.
with you. Oh, my dear one, God is with you. Precious child, you are blessed and you are holy. Blessed gifts God gave to thee. You are blessed and you are holy. Yours I can see. Peace be with you, oh my dear one. Peace be with you, precious child. Peace be with you, oh my dear one. Peace be with you, precious child. Beautiful. That was Shannon Auld singing Peace Be With You. So let us just relax and be still in the presence of the Supreme. Be aware that you are in the presence of God. You may not see God. You may not even be of the mindset to feel God. But it's not an emotional thing. It's a heart-centered experience. Allow yourself relax. You may have had a busy day. You may be tired now and weary. So just allow your weariness and your tiredness be your gift to God. Be your prayer to God. I would like to share with you some quotes, some beautiful spiritual quotes. And of course the first are from His Holiness the Dalai Lama. He talks about the inner journey. I've read these before, but I'm guided to read these tonight. Purifying the mind is not easy. It takes a lot of time and hard work. You need tremendous willpower and determination right from the start, accepting that there will be many obstacles and resolving that despite them all, you will continue until you have attained your goal. And that is the spiritual journey. When I took my vows on the 8th of December 1968, I was a young monk. I was 20 years old, 19 to 20 years old. I was very inexperienced in life. I wasn't streetwise. I was learning the tools of my craft to be a prayer consultant as a monk, so that when I was sufficiently trained and ordained as a monk, then I could be sent to do my nurse studies in Manchester in England, all the way from a little island in the southernmost tip of Ireland, where we didn't see a soul except the postman, because we were a contemplative community for 3 solid years. And we would be fortunate to see our family maybe once a year when they'd come and see us. But Saint Benedict said this: it takes a minute to recite your vows, but it takes a lifetime to live them. And I'm sure that's been your journey too. With the best will in the world and with the best intentions, we can be in what we call the honeymoon period, when we surrender our life to God, be it as a lay person, a member of a spiritual community, or like ours, a monastic community. You can feel a sense of homecoming, where God is enveloping you in his arms of love. And then comes the knocks, the disappointments, the trials, the difficulties. So we have to be prepared, we have to be determined, consistent, committed, and not be a fair weather friend with God. The second reflection from His Holiness the Dalai Lama is practice love. Practice love. To do so in all situations will take time, but you should not lose courage. If we wish happiness for mankind, love is the only way. And you know that to be true. And the great Buddha Dhammapada said, hate is not overcome by hate. Hate is overcome by love. So what is this love? Is it a sexual love? No. Is it an emotional love? No. Well, what is it? It's a spiritual love where two hearts come together, where two hearts are entwined in a mystical union. For those of us who have surrendered our hearts as monks and nuns in the Teo community, it's the Hieros Gamos, the mystical marriage, the twinning of souls, the twinning of hearts, where we become part of the mystical body, where we become a part of the cosmic Christ. And the moment we surrender our life to the divine, then the divine comes upon us like the Spirit of God did with Mary when she conceived the Christ child. It is a spiritual experience, and often it's followed by the dark night of the soul, because we are tested, and that's important. It's important to have tests in our journey, because I know in my own journey it's so easy to become complacent. It's so easy to take short corners, like learning to drive. When you remember when you were learning to take your test so that you were roadworthy on the public highway, you may have had to exaggerate your driving skills to please the examiner, to pass your test with your mirror signal and maneuver, as I did 20 odd years ago. It's not like that with God. We don't need to impress. We come as we are, in our woundedness, in our illness, with our disabilities, with our shadows, with our fears, and we surrender them. And something happens. We receive the most precious gift that God could give their child, divine life. divine love. Let us focus on that love. For that love is real. It's as real as the glasses on my face. It's as real as the clothes I am wearing to keep me warm. It is as real as the chair you're sat on watching this live show. But today many are choosing other paths, even in the church, even in the mosque, even in the synagogue. Many of the children of God get impatient, like the Jewish people. The Jewish people, bless their heart, were delivered from Pharaoh after 40 years in enslavement. And no sooner were they delivered from a safe passage on the Red Sea, from Hurghada near Cairo to Mount Sinai, with the Therapeutae Essenes, the followers of Enoch, were established. They became complacent. And whilst Moses was up on the mountain praying to God, they started their old ways of hedonistic practices, where they became selfish, greedy, stubborn. And God must have been disappointed with his people, because they were giving him lip service and their hearts were closed. And they were complaining and grumbling, as many of us do today. I'm no paradigm of virtue. If I fall down, which I do regularly now because of my leg, there's no use whinging. I start to laugh. I might be in pain, but I laugh because I won't let it beat me. And it's the same with you, because we know that our time here is limited, because we are on a journey. We're traveling through this earth plane. It is not our permanent home, but so many of the children of God are surrounding themselves with false gods, ideologies, philosophies. That is not about surrendering your heart to God. It's about indulging the senses. More about hedonistic practices, gluttony, avarice, sloth, laziness, lack of commitment, no prayer, no fasting, no meditation. These are not good words to use today. To some people, they're offensive words because they involve sacrifice. For us, you and me, it's not sacrifice. It's a joy to sit in the presence of God. Or am I wrong? You and I both know that it's a privilege when we can sit and be still in the presence of God. Because we come to God as a beloved child of God. So let us relax and listen to this beautiful song by John Michael Talbot, Living Water. Just sit back and relax now, and allow the Spirit of God come upon you.
Like a tree planted by living water, to stretch forth its roots to the stream. It fears not the heat of the summer, in His word day and night, like a tree planted by living waters. It brings forth its fruit, and its leaves never die. Like a tree planted by living waters, stretch forth its roots to the stream. It fears not the heat of the summer. Its leaves will stay living and green.
Just relax and allow the Spirit of God touch your heart.
As from the spiritual drink, springing up from within. Oh, drink, never thirst again. Springs up within to eternal life. Like a tree planted by living water, stretch forth
Like the tree that is planted by living waters. That's you and me when we come into the presence of Allah, Yahweh, the Supreme. The moment we surrender our heart, disregarding how we may feel, disregarding how unworthy we may feel. The Father, Mother, God loves us. And they show us how much they love us by sending to us in our lifetime great men and women of God, from all faiths, from the Hindu, the Sikh, the Judaic, the Islamic, the Christian, the Zoroastrian. All of the different world religions have produced some amazing men and women, like Francis of Assisi, Claire and Colette, the Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna, the Prophet Muhammad, the founder of the Baha'i, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Mother Teresa of Calcutta, Sri Chimoy, many, many great men and women, Rumi, Osho, Mia Baba, even Sai Baba, and they speak of love. But the world today is more interested in instant love, like instant ready-made meals, instant coffee. Everything has to be instant. Well, when you surrender your heart to God, as you know, it's not instant. It's slow, it's gradual, it's steadfast, and it's sincere. Let me read to you some words from the Cosmic Christ, and then we shall invite God to touch us. There is nothing to fear, I am you. There is nothing to fear, not even fear itself. Simply recognize fearful thinking and decide, is it real or did I dream it? What is real is love. No matter what your life brings to you, you can handle it if only you let go of fear. and melt into the divine presence. So come, my dear friends, come into the presence of God with me. Let there be no fear in your heart, only love, because the God I know and serve as a monk here in this small monastery without walls is a God of love. And that God of love will touch you and fill you to overflowing. Just be still in the presence of that God. Be still and know that whatever you ask of God, God will give it to you.